Hi, my name is Anubhav Kettry, and in this video we will be seeing how to configure static routing. So now there are mainly three types of routing. One is static routing, default routing, and another one is dynamic routing. So what happens in static routing? So suppose we have these three routers out here, router A, router B, router C. So if router A wants to communicate with router C, the smallest path is from A to C, but as a network admin you can configure a different path. Means you can set a manual path. You can set the path for router A to router B, router C via router B. So this is what static routing is. So there are many advantages, plus there are many disadvantages also. Advantages like it is very fast. Means there is no route calculation because everything is static. You manually define which path the router will be choosing to send the data. But the disadvantage is that you cannot configure it for a larger network, as you need to configure each and every router manually. Suppose like if you have more 5 to 6 routers, then you need to say to each and every router that you need to choose this router to send data to the another router. And plus, if there's any change in the network diagram, suppose if I add another router in between A and C, then I need to again change the static routing. So it is very problematic, but for a smaller network where you have 10 to 15 routers, you can manage it using static routing. But if it's more than that, it is advised not to use static routing. And the AD value for static routing is 1. Now I have two routers out here, and each router have a LAN. So router A got 192.168.10.0 LAN and router B got 192.168.20.0 LAN. So if LAN A wants to communicate with LAN B, how will it do it? As you can see in the router, show route. So you can see all the connected routes. So out here you can see 192.168.10.0, which is this network. It is directly connected with the router, and 200.100.50.0 is also connected directly. But this router don't have any information about 192.168.20.0. So if it wants to send the data to this particular network, it won't be able to send because it don't have any information. Same goes for router B also. In router B also, if you check, it got information about two networks only. One is its own network and another one is this one. So what we will be doing, we will be using one simple command to perform static routing. We will go in configure mode. In configure mode, the command is IP route, and you need to mention out here in the first router. So if this router wants to communicate with this network, so the command is IP route, and then you need to mention the network ID of this particular LAN plus the subnet mask and on which IP you will be forwarding, the forwarding hop address. See, destination prefix. So my destination prefix out here is 192.168.20.0 and the subnet mask and out here forwarding router's address, on which router you will be forwarding this data to. So I will be forwarding to this particular interface whose IP address is 200.100.50.2. So if you see out here, now there is a route for this particular network 192.168.20.0, but still the communication won't happen because when the data will be sent from this router to this particular network, it won't be able to reply back because this particular router don't have any information about this network, like from where the data is coming. So I need to configure the same out here also. for this particular network, and the data will be forwarded to this interface 200.100.50.1. So let's do it. IP route 192.168.10.0, the subnet mask, and where the data will be forwarded. So with this, our static routing is done. Let's try to ping and check. The first packet will always get this request timeout because the first packet is ARP packet. First it tried to resolve IP address against it tried to resolve from IP to MAC, and then only they start sending data. So data is going from out here till that place. We'll try from here also. See, it's working. So thank you.